What's up, all you big, bodacious, balisong-loving ball sacks? DenDenBMX here, and if you could all just ignore this redness that's going on right here, I'd really appreciate it. I know it may appear as though I have rhinophyma at the moment, but I tend to break out when I get stressed, you know. God had to nerf me somehow. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm loaning, like, I don't know, $3,500 worth of Balisongs right now. Maybe it's because I got a parking ticket in front of my own goddamn house. Like, how is that even possible? Another thing that might also have something to do with this is I started working out again. And when I work out, my face tends to get as wet as your mom when she watches my videos. So that probably has something to do with it. But yeah, for this episode, you can just call me Rudolph the Red-Nosed Bellend. Today's a very special episode, friends. We're getting a little, you know, we're getting a little Italian today. Pasta. I have received not one, not two, but 3 Balisongs, all by a man with a brand name named Ceroni. But you're only going to get to see one of them today, and that one you're going to get to see is known as the Ceroni Integralis II Titanium Trainer. Now that name may be a mouthful, but so is your full legal name. That's right, I know what it is. B-roll. Now, I know that recently I've been making a lot of unboxing videos for all the Balisongs that I managed to get my grubby little paws on, but I actually saved the unboxing for these 3 Balisongs for my channel members because I haven't made a video for them in a while. So if you do want to check out the unboxing video, then you can go down there, join the channel membership. Tiers start as low as $3, but I'm done being a tool for this particular moment. Now, Ceroni Knives is one of the more bougie Balisong manufacturers that's out there. He exclusively makes what the community likes to refer to as Grails, which just kind of means they're really expensive. And 2 of these Balisongs came with a very, very robust case. And then the other one came with a very nice leather couch. Not couch. Do I have brain damage? A very nice leather pouch. Not couch. Dumbass. But yeah, you remember that cow from back at the barnyard? This is his ass cheek. Ceroni turned it into a case. Why would you not want to pay top dollar for that? But any hooser, I actually don't know which Balisong goes with which case. I feel like the Integralis II came with this one, and then the other 2 that we got came with these very robust cases. Because to my knowledge, I believe the Integralis II Titanium Trainer is quote-unquote the most affordable Ceroni Balisong that I've received. So I imagine it would go in the pouch. Actually, before I go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to Pyro Flipper over on Instagram. He is the one that is hosting the pass around for the Ceronis, and he included me in it, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity because without him, I would not have been able to make a review of this Balisong and the 2 other Ceroni Balisongs that we are going to be reviewing very soon for you guys. So a big shout out to Pyro Flipper. However, this may be news to him, but with these Ceroni products, usually you get a really nice certificate of authenticity. It's like a credit card made out of titanium, and it shows you the name and like the exact specifications of that particular Balisong, because all of Ceroni's products end up coming a little bit different. They're all a little bit unique, so each one gets a unique COA. And here's where Pyro might shit himself. I don't have the COA for this one. It didn't come in the package that I received. Let me pull them out. Let's see. I have a COA for the Trinidad Scorpion. I have a COA for the Tie Tracker Trinidad Scorpion. And then I have a COA for another Trinidad Scorpion. That's interesting, isn't it? So I have 2 COAs for a Trinidad Scorpion. I have 1 COA for a Tie Tracker. And I am missing the COA from the Integralis II. Maybe somebody who partook in the pass around before me accidentally got their Trinidad Scorpion COA confused with the Integralis II Titanium Trainer COA. But yeah, I have 3 COAs. It's just one of them is not for this one. But I do know that Will Hirsch partook in this pass around before I did, and he made a video about it. So I'm actually going to go onto his video and find the COA so I can tell you guys the exact specs of this Balisong. So this Balisong is the Integralis II Titanium Trainer. The coding on it is called CKBGC. What does that mean? Who knows? The blade is made out of RWL34 blade steel, which is a blade steel that Ceroni really likes using. It also says 60 HRC about the blade on there. Cool. This thing has channel titanium handles, and that titanium is 6ALV4 grade, which to my knowledge is quite the high grade of titanium. Now, at a glance, this may seem like a sandwich construction balisong, but these are actually channel titanium handles. This thing just has a big Bahunga speed channel in it that kind of makes it replicate the feel of a sandwich style balisong. It also gives this thing a very pleasant ring. This balisong runs on bushings, and this particular Integralis II is right at 4.5 ounces. Now, before we get into the flipping demo, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Knife Pivot Lube. As always, if you guys want to get yourself some KPL products, use the link that is in the bio of this video, as well as pinned in the comment section. It'll take you to KPL's website. You get anything your heart desires, and then over at checkout, use code DenDenBMX. If you use my link and use my code, you will get a discount. I will get some kickback from your purchase, and then we'll both be happy. I don't know what more you could want. Also, I just want to take a second and thank you guys for all the recent love and support on all my videos. It truly does mean a lot. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, I would really appreciate it if you let me know and help the engagement on this video by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around. And if you regularly watch my channel but haven't subscribed yet, thanks testicle breath. We're on the road to 17,000 subs, so it'd be nice if you would hop on the subscriber train. I don't know why you haven't already. And as always, a huge shout out to the current channel members, Modern Balisong, Cosmic Steez, Yana Kaminsky, and A Horse Running. The support from these guys really does mean a lot. And if you want to join these guys in supporting the channel in a bigger way, getting shout outs in my videos, and getting access to the occasional exclusive members only video, including getting to see the unboxing video of these three balisongs, then you can go down there and join the channel membership. Tier start as low as $3, but if that's too much of a commitment, I understand. If you don't want to get all those extra perks, but you still want to support the channel monetarily as like a one-time thing, there's that super thanks button down there. But I am done being a tool. Let's get into the flipping demo of this balisong. All right, all you farts and fartettes. With the way my schedule is today, I'm actually filming the GoPro part of this video before anything else. It's definitely an interesting balisong, I must say. I mean, it flips good, first of all. There's some like weird things that it's been doing that I've been noticing that are a little funky. Like that was weird, first off. I gotta put that meme of Jack from Puss in Boots where he's like, that was weird. Fuck, flipping's off to a good start today, boys. But yeah, this thing is rather quirky. I also couldn't get a solid price on this one. So I think I'm just going to go with what Pyro said the price on this thing was. Yeah, sometimes I'm just a little bit of a bozo and I don't know what things are. And that's why I'm the guy reviewing all these balisongs for you guys, because I know exactly what I'm doing all the time, every time, all day, every day. Yeah, the enormous speed channel that this thing has that almost makes it seem like it'd be a sandwich construction balisong. And it gives this balisong a very nice ring. I would call it that. It's not necessarily too loud or too quiet. It's just a nice, pleasant sounding ring. I know some balisongs have like the harshest, loudest rings out there. And I know some people like that, but I'm personally not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, during my time with this balisong, while I flipped it a little bit, tried to get used to it, I feel like this one is like the weirdest flipper out of the three Ceronis that I received to make reviews on. I don't know what it is. It's not like this thing is a bad flipper. It's actually balanced quite well, but it just kind of does weird things. Like, for example, like a lot of like rollover stuff. It seems like the blade kind of sticks to the handles sometimes. And it just kind of like sets you up weird for the next whatever trick you're going to be doing. I've also noticed that parabolics are a little funky on this thing. It doesn't feel like it's crazy like handle bias or blade bias. It may be a tad bit blade bias. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this thing flips nice. I can't speak. Like, it does like weird things. The only way I can explain it, I've said it like 4 times, but like that's the only way I can describe. It flips good. It's just sometimes it does like weird goofy stuff that kind of messes up my flipping. I don't know, this thing, oh God. Sorry, I can't really flip today. I don't know if it's the balisong or if it's just me. It's probably a little bit of both if we're being honest. I don't really know if Ceroni hand makes all of his stuff, but I know that the weights on every single individual balisong is a little bit different for him. But I feel like it is oh, fuck off. But I feel like it is a tad bit on the heavier side. And I feel like a lot of it is the blade. Normally balisong blades in particular are quite thin, but this one is quite the big chungus thickness wise on both sides. Like, it would be pretty normal if it was this thick on one side, but it's this thick on both sides. Normally one side will either have like an edge or like a faux edge, and they like thin it out to kind of make it feel like it is a live blade just for like training purposes. But this one, it's a trainer, but it's not really designed to like help you train to like eventually one day you switch to live blades. This is probably the worst choice for that because there's no bite handle indicator and both sides of this blade are exactly the same. same. So there's not really anything on this balisong that's like a good indicator as to if you're flipping properly or not. This one, it's a little bit trickier to do that just because there's no real indicator. Oh my God, the parabolics on this thing are a little wild. Let's see if I can do the line. Whew, that was sketchy, but I did it. Also, these handles are a little strange. It's kind of got like this two-tone texturing kind of thing to where like the sides are just like your average titanium texture, but then the faces of the handles, there's no actual like grip pattern or milling or like any sort of design. It's almost got this like, it's not like it's like tearing up your hands or anything like that as if this thing had like grip tape on it, but it does have that like grippy sandpaper nail file-esque texture to it. And I think it's a little interesting, but it's also sort of like a scratch magnet. Like there's all kinds of little scratches that you can see in there. There's like a chunk of the texture taken out right here. These things have been going for a ride, and I don't really think people have been the nicest to these things because the handles on this guy are looking a little rough. I think this one is probably the most beat out of all of them, I think. Yeah, you can definitely see it on the handles, especially it's got like that black nail file-esque texture. And again, it's not like it's like an actual nail file where it's like really bumpy and gritty and it feels like sandpaper. It's almost as if someone put like very, 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 very fine grip tape or sandpaper-esque material on the faces of these handles. I'm actually kind of a little bit interested in how he like actually got this like texture on the faces of the handles. It's quite interesting. I think to wrap up this flipping demo, let's do a sound test of this balisong dry, how it is now, and then we'll throw some KPL in this thing and see what it sounds like after that. So here's the sound test of the Ceroni Trainer, Integralis II Trainer, whatever you call this thing. Here's the sound test for it in its current state, pretty dry. And now before we oil this thing up, let's actually look at the tolerances on this thing. So let's see if this thing has tap. It indeed does have tap on both sides. That's a little bit unfortunate for a balisong this price. I would think that is a little bit unacceptable. But in Ceroni's defense, this thing has been passed around the balisong community for quite some time, and according to the way it looks, people haven't been the nicest to it. Let's oil this thing up. Instead of using KPL Heavy, we're going to use some KPL Original. Boom. Let's get that nice and in there. Oh, this thing already sounds better. All right, so here's the sound test with some KPL Original in there. All right, so this thing is now basically silent. I think a lot of that is just because it's a pinsless design. Another one of these Ceronis. It sounds really good when you're just like opening and closing it, but when you do the little like nuttiness sound test like this, there's absolutely nothing there. But you'll see that in its video. But yeah, I think that's the pinsless design as to why this thing isn't the nuttiest thing in the world. But with that, I think we're gonna conclude the flipping demo for the Ceroni Trainer, Integralis II Trainer, whatever the hell this thing's called. Yeah, it's cool. I like its simplistic, minimalist design, but it's a little quirky. It flips a little funky sometimes. There's some things that it doesn't really like. I mean, it flips good, it's balanced well. I think it's fun. However, I don't really think that necessarily justify the price that this thing gets sold for what you get out of it. But that's gonna wrap up the flipping demo for this thing. Let's get our final concluding thoughts. So that was the flipping demo for the Ceroni Integralis II Trainer. Overall, I think this thing is pretty dang nice. It definitely has some really cool merits. I think the overall craftsmanship of this balisong is pretty dang high quality. So is just the overall quality of the parts used to construct this balisong. While the tolerances could be a little bit better, it is running on bushings, which is my favorite preferred system. The pinsless system seems to be working quite well. As I mentioned in the flipping demo, these three balisongs are getting ran through by the community. I have it right here. Will Hirsch got these in a pass around 5 months ago, and I'm pretty sure they've been passed around this entire time. And so far, this thing still has a pretty good handle gap, both in the open and in the closed positions. The handles are a little scuffed up and are looking a little bit rough, but that is kind of to be expected when you let that many people try out your Balisong. So I really do like the way this thing is built. However, with its simplistic design and the kind of weird, finicky way it flips, like it flips good and it's balanced really good, but there's just some tricks that it's just a little wonky about. Rollovers seem to get like kind of stuck on themselves, and then parabolics just kind of seem to act up a little bit. And as you will soon find out in the next two Ceroni Balisong reviews, this Balisong is rather basic and simplistic and kind of boring compared to his other two Balisongs. I know that's all subjective, and I know some people like a more minimalist design, some people like it when something looks really crazy, but I'm saying compared to his other Balisongs, this thing is a little... It's also like one of the most impractical trainers, I think, if you want to actually use it as a trainer. If you want just a fun, cool, expensive Balisong, it's probably perfect for you. I wouldn't really recommend this for like actually practicing and actually training so that you can work your way up to using a live blade. So on Pyro Flipper's Instagram account, you can see that he has a dual post with Ceroni Knives. That is a Ceroni pass around recruitment post where you can basically apply to take part in the pass around for this Balisong. And on that post, he claims that the Integralis II retails for $1,200. Now, he does specify that he's talking about Integralis II number 27. This is number 8, so that number could be off. I do believe this retails for less than $1,200, but I don't think it retails for much less than that. I've seen a few other Integralis II Thai trainers with different handle designs that retail for about 800 bucks. And then I saw somewhere that someone said this particular version of the Integralis II was probably more like around 500 bucks, but I have not been able to find a like definitive price for this specific Integralis II Titanium Trainer. So the price range on this thing is anywhere between $1,200 and $500, and no matter what, I think that's a little bit expensive for this particular Balisong. While the material quality, the build quality, and the overall construction of this Balisong is rather bonkers, the overall simplistic design and the way it flips, I don't necessarily think justifies that price. I think a manufacturer like Machine Wise or Fellowship Blades could design a product that is very similar to this for quite a bit less. But that's just my opinion. I'm not the one who determines the price on this Balisong. That is Ceroni's job and no one else, and since it's his product, he can choose how much he wants it to be. Overall, I had fun getting to try out this thing. I don't necessarily think I would be buying it if its price range was between $500 and $1,200, but I did have fun getting to try it out and flip it, and I am very grateful for the opportunity. So once again, a huge shout out to Pyro Flipper and Ceroni Knives for letting me try this thing out and make a review on it for you guys. Another big shout out to KPL for sponsoring this video. Shout out to the channel members once again. Shout out to you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Once again, if you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around, make sure you're subscribed. We're on the road to 1,200 subs. Not 1,200, am I? 1,700. Not 1,700, 17... Okay, guys, my brain is frying. We are on the road to 17,000 subs. So if you haven't already and you enjoy my content, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And make sure you have the bell notifications turned on so that you can be notified when the next two Ceroni reviews come out. Because the Integralis II is just kind of like a little taste of what Ceroni has to offer. I was still excited about it, but not as excited as I was about getting to try these two Ceroni Balisongs. So make sure you have those bell notifications turned on. But that is going to wrap up today's video. Once again, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.